Hello, welcome. In today's video, we are going to tell you about the magazine we make. Our magazine is called Ark-Ic, making reference to the fact that in we can find information of architecture and civil engineering of some important buildings. The main objective of this magazine is to make known what is the construction process of some buildings that are a public nature, such as Haidar Aliyev Center, the Gonsu Opera House, and the National Museum of Qatar. You will be able to find from the analysis and recognition of the soil down to the last installation details such as finishes. Making an analysis of the buildings refers to the stage of rational approach of the object in order to know its entirety. In the same way, we can realize that not all the buildings must be symmetrically or of regular shapes. Since this opens the panorama, so in the future we can make projects that are more architecturally attractive without neglecting the structure part. The group is conformed by Galilea León, María José Escobar, Jorge Yair, José Antonio, and Ana Karen Torres.
The Haidar Aliyev Center, located in Baku, Azerbaijan, this impressive construction stands out for its architecture and fluid curved steel that avoid acute angles, in which two construction systems were used to achieve it: a concrete structure combined with a spatial structure system. 120,000 cubic meters of reinforced concrete, 194,000 square meters of formwork, and 90,000 tons of steel molds have been used in the construction of this center. To shape the exterior skin, 5,500 tons of structural steel were required, creating the base of an area of 40,000 square meters, formed from fiberglass panels reinforced with polyester or concrete, a total of almost 70,000 panels, individual with different geometries. The modernity of this building is not only seen in its structure and its facade, it is also seen in its interior, which consists of three buildings: a conference center, a museum, and a library, connected through an interior space by the curved and flowing exterior skin that winds through the entire structure.
Hi, my name is José Antonio Suárez Palancares, and today it will be my turn to tell you about the Gonsu Opera House, and the person in charge of this project is the Iraqi architect Zaha Hadid, who in 2004 became the first woman to obtain the Pritzker Prize, considered the highest award in architecture, and to which only one Mexican has been accredited, who is Luis Barragan. This project earned him the award for Excellence in Design 2011 from the American Institute of Architects. The Gonsu Opera has an innovative design because throughout the opening towards the Pearl River, it unifies the cultural buildings of the finance towers sector of the neighborhood. This enclosure has a main auditorium in which we find 1,800 seats. We have a second room in which we have more variable condition and only fit 443 people. The design was inspired by the river valleys and the way in which they are transformed with erosion. Its design involves two large rocks, which are the auditorium and its secondary rooms, next to a natural river, which is the Pearl River. In the structure, we have large panels of tempered glass together with large steel structures, and not only serve as a structure, but which also gives a great view to the place as well as good natural lighting thanks to those huge glass panels, which are 75,000 panels. As an outside detail, the main room has 4,000 LED spotlights that the architect Zaha Hadid put them, thinking of making a similarity to a constellation. The completion time was from 2003 to 2010, covering a construction area of 70,000 square meters. The interior molding of the main auditorium was made with plaster reinforced with fiberglass. The plaster was also used to give life to the undulating forms of the lobby that surround the smaller room, and there are two extra rooms for any type of culture development, such as music, painting, ballet, among other things.
Hi, I'm Jair and I'm going to tell you about the National Museum of Qatar. The National Museum of Qatar was designed by the architect Jean Nouvel, has a total width area of 40,000 square meters with a height of 40 meters. It is located in the city of Doha in Qatar. Its construction began in 2010 and ended in 2019. The team of managers architects is construction and affirm that the design is based on a mineral that is formed in the desert of the Gulf, called rust of the desert. In addition to that, it was chosen this way since it symbolizes the culture and the climate of Qatar. Its construction on mainly used reinforced concrete, fiberglass, reinforced materials, glass and steel, which structure which is 18,000 tons of, to be precise, that is 4 times of the construction of the Eiffel Tower in Paris. The structural solution is based on the radial and orthogonal steel frames, supported by fiber reinforced concrete cladding panels to create the aesthetics and performance required for the building. An envelope, a total of 130 lengths were used to make ceiling floor walls of the museum. The museum comes with a permanent exhibition of 2,000 meters. Temporary exhibition space, it also includes a park, an artificial lagoon, parking for 400 vehicles, research center, laboratories, conference room, auditories, 2 restaurants, and warehouse, museum shops. The structure, thanks to its location, obtains a great source of natural light that is used to generate shadows that help users to rest from the sun and the climate of Qatar. Also, thanks to the color palette, they can be better appreciate all the features of it. Some advantages and disadvantages are major terms, raises awareness, and knowledge about the culture, modern design, revolutionized architecture, versatile and unique design. Regarding disadvantage was the high cost of materials, high maintenance costs, greater of use, electricity high, and construction cost. The sloping discs that from the walls and ceilings of the museum are made of a metal structure covered on the outside by sand-colored concrete. The cavities between the panels are glazed.
Recommendation: metallic structures are a good option since they requires less wind guaranteeing structural safety, while also talking advice of their elasticity. Designing a soft space can be complicated before choosing the right material alone used to guarantee the blocking of the exterior, sun, and the permanence of the interior. The finish shall help to generate the filling a color space even expanding, ensuring the safety of works of art is essential in museum. The correct installation of glassware will avoid direct sunlight to the works. For curved structure, is good to have previous investigation of element search as paraboloid and hyperboloids. In the same way, the use of trusses is an excellent option for bonding with a lot of movement and curves. The air chambers between the slabs help regulate the temperature. The union of arches and angles in Communion is an invincible duo. It is necessary to dedicate the same time to the design and structural calculation to have a spectacular building like the one seen in the magazine.